Chaz, the last fall camp for you, how's it been so far?
It's bittersweet. It's the last go around, but we're excited. I'm especially excited. Sad it's coming to an end, but at the same time, it's just the beginning.
What's the next step for you this season? Obviously last year you were able to get involved a little bit more and always have been a pretty good deep threat, but it seemed like you were able to expand your repertoire a bit. What's next for you?
Just continue to work, continue to strive to be better. Just sharpening your tools day in and day out, but that should be every year. So I really just try and be the best receiver I can be.
Were there a couple of things when you looked at last year that you said for my senior year I really want to be better at?
Yes, definitely. There's always things you want to progress with, especially getting off the ball, the really standard things that's being a receiver, exploding off the ball, catching aggressively, tucking, getting yards after the catch. Just as a whole receiver and a receiver unit, we preach just constantly getting better at the overall aspect of the position.
So how did you work at getting off the ball better?
First off, you have to start with your stance. So we really fixed my stance, putting enough weight on the front and back leg to make sure you're evenly and you can go either way, left or right. And then really working on speed, because you have to get faster to play the game. The game's always evolving. People have been getting faster, so you want to be one of the fastest.
With Junior Adams, what's your guys' relationship like? And I mean, he's kind of really been overseeing this transition, going back to the days when you were a DB to now to being a wide receiver.
That's my guy. He really understands coaching. It's not just a day-to-day thing. It's a 24-hour deal. Sometimes our heads are spinning. We're still college students, and he's willing to take the time out and treat us like his pupil or brother or son, whichever you really want to look at it as. He's an awesome guy. He knows football really well, and we all have a passion for the sport. So him knowing football, the ins and outs, is something you want to aspire to be eventually.
He kind of was alluding to maybe like at times that maybe you get down on yourself a little bit and just kind of not doing that maybe, right. I guess. How have you tried to battle that, I suppose?
Yeah, just understanding that everything is temporary. You drop a ball, you need to come back and make that play. I've been really focusing on my mental out there on the field, along with the physical, but just knowing that when a certain instance happens, you're going to constantly face adversity, and when it shows up, you have to attack it and be better.
What some of those other receivers? Obviously people looking. You and Spurbeck are back, and then after that, maybe some question marks. How have you seen some of those other guys progress? Be it Cedric or even some of the younger guys.
Everybody has been having a really good camp. Ced, AK, AJ, Sean. Everybody's really progressing, and we're building a lot of depth, and we're getting strength in numbers in the receiver room, and that's something we've been preaching. So I'm excited to see not only the first three, but the next three, because there's not going to be a drop-off.
Saw you going up against Moxie today. Going up against him, what's that like, and how have you seen him kind of the last couple of years, continue to get better at that spot?
Right. Going against Moxie is always tough. He's a competitor. He's constantly learning, and even physically over the years, he's gotten stronger, bigger, and faster. So it's a grind always, and it's exciting. You love that kind of competition because every day he's going to bring his best, which just means you have to bring yours.
Is he trash talker out there? I mean, you guys get some battles going, and what's it like from that part?
Right.
He seems like a confident guy out there.
Yes. There's always a little bit of trash talking. You want to hope you're on the other end of it where you're talking trash to him, but it's all fun and games. We're brothers here, so when it really comes down to it, on Saturday night, we're going to be rooting for one another.
You close with him? I know since you were over there as a DB too, and I know last year against BYU he had that issue, where he got the penalty and got pulled out of the game. I know he's trying to work on controlling his emotions a little bit, but how have you kind of seen him as a senior now? He's got to lead that corner group. How have you kind of seen him from that aspect?
Right. He's really taken a senior role. He's calmed down, and he's made strides to be better, the best corner he could be. And that's something we can't teach. It's all up to him, and he's taking the initiative. So that's exciting. He's balling. He's playing very well.
Chaz,